Flight Boss, bitch, you know, for sure. You're not listening to the Mind of an Antares Moon, Flight Boss, the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And right now, I just wanna explain to y'all how deep astrology go, cause there's so many things with the nodes, the moon, and so much shit. It's so much shit. So I need to see. I want to step into areas that you can only get to because you develop a love for certain ways of seeing the world, and astrology is part of it. You see what I'm saying? Now, I want to explain somehow deep astrology goes. Being in this realm of reality, there's different forms of attachments. Now, remember when I was explaining in my video that your thoughts and your feelings and emotions is not yours? You see what I'm saying? The only one that's yours is the impact on your friction with the one that you received. So your thoughts and ideas, right? Whatever frequency you're vibrating on, those are the thoughts and ideas from the spirits or the demons, aka, we ain't got to call them spirits and demons, but we can just call them negative and positive charges of thought. You see what I'm saying? Now, when you receive this, right, you're receiving. And you know that because the first thing you did when you came out your mother was you breathe in. So it's some type of receiving mechanism with all your senses. All your senses is tied to receiving. You think you're looking out. No, you're receiving sunlight. So tasting everything is receiving. Now, so you are giving something. You have lost the ability to give. You are gave something. And your ability to give is very small. You see what I'm saying? So here's what happens, right? We in a situation where the thoughts that you receive are from outside of you. So you're receiving thoughts from other people or beings that's vibrating on your same frequency, regardless of the idea. Now, when you receive it, your ability to do friction or cause a resistance, aka develop your own thought about it, that becomes your thought. Remind you, you're receiving. You're not pushing out anything. So anytime you cause friction or resist something, that's your way of pushing out. So that's why when I say meditate, you're not supposed to think about anything, because this is your way of pushing out. So all the thoughts that you are starting to think, you bounce it back off. This is your ability to develop currency, the real money. Not putting all this energy into the shape and form of what you think money is here. No, the currency. Once you got currency, it can come in many different shapes and forms. So you better understand that and know what you're looking at. And don't be developing any mind pieces on what you're receiving like it's something that has to do with the actual spirit or not. You see what I'm saying? Because it's physical and it truly has nothing to do. The spirit come in many different shapes and forms and dictate that shit. So when you're looking at your thoughts, the moment you receive a thought, your ability to be like, okay, is this thought mine? Then that's going to be that whole little experiment right there that you do to decipher if it resonates with you becomes your thought when you decide. But you have a lot of people in the world that just agree. Every thought they get, they agree. That's why they got habits. Every spirit they get, they agree. Oh shit, they agree, they agree. Now, think about your feelings and emotions. This is attached to your soul, right? You have things out here in shapes and forms that entice your feelings and emotions. So they're not genuinely yours. So you have a feeling and emotion. You have a spirit, soul, and energy. Frequency, vibration, and an energy. You have a gas, liquid, solid. You have a space, time, and location. You know what I'm saying? So when you need to understand is when you're receiving emotions and feelings and things of that nature, right? You're receiving them. So when we talk about things like hatred, love, you know, and hatred, love, the energy of gaining wisdom, you know what I'm saying? Like these are energies, but the most strongest ones is hatred and love because they come from the pure state of the negative and positive from where they're from. But these truly are just emotional vibrations that's controlled by planets. Mars control the aggressive anger. Look, it's so many billions. This is as many billions and trillions as beings and vessels and stars and shit. It's just as many as those emotions. Souls. It's just as many souls. Now we're under a rotation that's populated by 7 souls. These 7 souls got they created their own emotion way before you did. You are accumulation of all of them in one. You're supposed to be here to create your own emotion and feelings. See, that's what people don't understand. You're here to create your own emotions and feelings. Until you understand that, until you start diving and indulging too much into these other ones, you'll start to understand. Now, this is the point I'm getting to. There's so many attachments of why you keep coming under this rotation. We know things that's relative, things that's in rotation, all that. All this deals with the vibrations and the feelings and what relates to you and what you resonate with. So the planets, the higher the being, the more it's doing that shit literally. So as far as you be on Earth, nurturing and caring and growth, as far as you being seeing Mercury, thinking, communicating, and analyzing, as far as you thinking about love, appreciation, value, and relativeness, that's just in this rotation. So anytime you absorb yourself in those energies, that's another form of attaching yourself to this realm of reality. See, the more you know astrology, or the more you know the elements and the energies, you know how to look these things face to face. And then you'll put your brain in a state of, in the realm of reality of the true experience, where you start to understand, okay, I utilize this shit for what it's for. Then you won't overindulge. You look at the sun, what you're consciously aware of, how you act, how you see things. No, I'm only going to use it what it's for. And that's it. I'm not going to over put anything else on it. Things that you love, appreciate, and value, and how you relate to others. No, I'm just going to use it for what it's for. I'm not going to be overly out here preaching love or overly. No, I'm going to use love for when I need it, and then it's going to be time I'm going to have to use hate, and it's going to be time I'm going to have to use wisdom, aka Jupiter. It's going to be time I'm going to have to express how I see reality, Saturn, but how I gain structure in my life, which is Saturn. But at the same time, you have to understand that. You see what I'm saying? You have to understand when you utilize that shit. But you can get lost into the illusion of these lights by thinking, okay, love make me feel like this, so we should only express love. And anybody who ain't doing that is bad. Oh, hatred makes some people feel good, but hatred makes some people in their own state. Then, okay, a lot of people are like, okay, I gotta use this for this. And then they get lost into those lights, those illusions that's being portrayed, that's being shot down on you, and you're being controlled by the planet. So you have to understand things from a higher realm of reality. And me and my soul group, we are star beings. We had these different brains and shit like that. So you know what I'm saying? We are able to explain it like this in ways that people may not understand. But when they sit back and see if it resonates with their soul, it all makes sense. So be careful with clinging to too much love, clinging to too much hatred, clinging to too much knowledge and wisdom, clinging to talking too much and trying to learn too much, communication, aka Mercury. Be careful with trying to be consciously aware of too much shit. Be too enlightened. You know what I'm saying? Too much sun. That's too much sun. Get the fuck out the sun. Be careful with tying too much emotions and feelings on the things in general. But see, the moon is the most prominent. See, when we start to dissect and really understand things, we start to really see what's really prominent. You see what I'm saying? And what's not. You see what I'm saying? But this is just a perspective for people to understand what's keeping them in this rotation, what's keeping them coming back here. And it's higher dimensions and higher levels that you're not even thinking about. That's still reasons why you keep coming back here. And you may just come back here as a person that's more developed, but just more developed with one light source. You have been channeling one light source, and then you keep getting used. And now you got responsibilities and a duty from that lower light source, that Lord. See, when I say flight boss, bitch, I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. First, you got to know what the fuck I'm calling God before you tie it to any of your religions or any of your things or anything. Because when I tell you I'm not into any of that, I'm into astrology, that's all off the bat gonna fuck your head up. Flight boss, bitch, goddamn air.